Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
RoadToRuta.com. Just for private road members, I have posted the latest discussion. 170 years of silver. Price suppression's almost over. Silver Knights won't bow down to the COMEX shorts. Go check that one out. It's a good one for all you private road members. What is silver doing? It is kind of saying, hey, I'm not going to let you slam us down. I'm not going to let you do the same thing you've been doing for 170 years. This is the new world, my friends. And you can see what's going on when you dig into the trades. This is today. Look at this right here. That is the shorts trying to slam down and chase people out. It just is not happening. Stuff like that. This is so easy for a regulator to see where manipulation happens. All you got to do is look, okay, who were the traders that started this slam? And they're probably colluding together. So one time JP Morgan will do it. One time Citibank will do it. One time Bank of America will do it. But they're all colluding to have the same effect. Slam down the price, save the shorts from their issues, their troubles. But somebody's right below every single time they try. Check this out. It happened again a couple hours ago. Slam, 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 slam. And then somebody, look at the volumes. Massive volume. They're trying to get out of their shorts before silver gets cut loose. Silver is about to be cut loose. I don't think they will get out of their shorts because somebody has to take the other side of the trade. Always. Remember that. The big commercials don't like to take losses, especially as the price of silver rises, and they haven't had to since the 1970s. But now everything has changed. Look at the volume here. Look at that amount of volume. That is insane. Just to get it from 27.50 down to 27, and then it bounced right back up. What does that tell you? The good guys are on the bottom of every single attempted slam, in my opinion. In my opinion. Speaking of criminals, SLV, that criminal ETF. Yes, all ETFs are criminals. They are ways to control the price of the underlying asset. All you people who love the Bitcoin ETF, don't love it. It's a derivative of Bitcoin. Get your Bitcoin in your own possession, in your own wallet, and walk away from the prices. Because they do the same thing. In the last week, I think they report every week, short interest as of 4/15, so it's delayed, a week and a half or so, it went down from 32 million ounces to 29 million ounces. They wanted more than that. So the authorized participants are the shorts, according to Jeff Curry of Goldman Sachs, who told the whole world that on CNBC. Which is completely illegal if you think about it, because people who buy SLV believe that, like the prospectus says, that the trustee, that would be BlackRock, for every share bought, they put in an ounce of silver, and every share sold, they take out an ounce of silver, or approximately that. So right now, 29 million shares. So people bought 29 million shares, and the authorized participants are shorting them. So they didn't get their silver input into the vault. So 29 of those 29 million shares, there's no silver sitting there in the vault. And they have problems with that. The whole thing's such a criminal con. It's just really scary how it's all going down. Don't forget, the biggest con lately is the Silver Institute and Metals Focus releasing the most embarrassing document I think I've ever seen. Every single one of those red boxes is a historical number that was changed from the year prior. So 2022 going back, in order for it to look like silver, there's no problem in the silver market, supply is equal to demand, it's not that crazy. It is so embarrassingly wrong and purposefully misleading. That's the illegal part about it. It is purposefully misleading. Not to mention, they only counted half of the silver used in solar panels. They counted 1/2 of the silver used in solar panels. And I had talked to the heads of both of these companies, the head of the Silver Institute and the head of Metals Focus. I had conversations with them. I said, what are you going to do? You guys are in a pickle because of the amount of silver that's being used. China doesn't give a shit about the West anymore, and it's literally they're probably 350. I said 350 to 400 million ounces is what the calculation comes up to, because the rise of 76% in solar installations last year. These idiots said, screw it, we can't tell the world that it's that big, so we're going to cut it in half, exactly in half. So they said only 38% growth, and then they went back to the year before and changed it so it looked like a bigger growth of 64%. The insanity, it's just like they're not even good at rigging numbers anymore. They're not even good at rigging data anymore. And it seems like they don't even care. What are the regulators going to do, right? And then these numbers that were put out by the Silver Institute are being quoted all over the world right now in all the financial television shows, all the newspapers. Oh, we had a slight growth in industrial silver, 11%. Well, in actuality, from their own numbers, it's 18%. And then at the bottom, the market imbalance is 3%. It's not 3% because they changed the year before. It's 23%. These are massive changes. And it should be illegal because it is illegal. It is illegal to purposely publish documents that are meant to purposely mislead investors. The DOJ needs to get on this. I don't know what... The CFTC won't do anything. Rustin Benham assists in the manipulation. Like you said, well, the market structure of the silver market tamped down the price. That's illegal in commodity law. It's illegal for the market structure to tamp down the price. That's basic commodity law. The COMEX, the Futures and Options Exchange, cannot set the price of silver. It has to be from the physical side, and that's a law. It's a commodity law. And so, yep, Rustin Benham tells us that, no, we were able to tamp down the price with the structure of the market. Oh, my God. This is just, it's the blind leading the stupid in silver. Get your physical silver, get it out of any ETF, out of any stocks, bonds. No silver mining company is going to benefit from the release of silver from price suppression. Why? Because all countries will nationalize their silver mines. If silver went from $30 to $300, Mexico would instantly, they're almost doing it already by starting to ban open pit mining, but instantly nationalize every single silver mine in Mexico. And they should have a long time ago, truthfully. Why? Because the entire system's about to blow and you have nothing for your people? No. The people are going to demand, hey, we are the richest country in the world in silver. By far, 1/3 of all silver has come from Mexico for decades, over 100 years. And the reality is the Mexican people are pretty much still poor when they should be the richest. The people of Mexico should be the richest people on the planet. And they will be. That's why when Trump went to Mexico, say, I'm gonna get you to build a wall and you're gonna pay for it. And the Mexican president said, yes, we will. Everybody was shocked. I said, I wasn't shocked. Where do people want to go? Say you're a Mexican immigrant, you came into the United States for a better life. And all of a sudden the price of silver goes to 300, 500, 3,000, 10,000, wherever it needs to go to be traded fairly, fair market value. And then you call home and they say, oh my God, the silver's flowing through the streets. We're all rich. This is the greatest thing ever. You would instantly try to get back home and participate to do well for yourself. That's why you came to America. It wasn't easy to get here. It's not easy to live here if you don't, if English isn't your native tongue. Wouldn't you rather be better off going back to your own country, speaking your own language, and being far richer than the prospects for the United States right now? Absolutely. That's why the Mexican president says, yes, we're going to build the wall and we're going to pay for it. Because the wall is not to hold out the immigrants coming in, is to hold back the reverse immigration, the reverse people who came across the border. The illegal immigrants are going to be rushing back to Mexico. I hope that makes sense to everybody. It was so obvious to me at the time, but the only way that can happen is if silver is freely traded. $300 silver would probably start at mass immigration. $3,000 silver, everybody and their mother is going to be, U.S. citizens will be trying to get into Mexico to get some of that wealth. So will mining companies be able to say, yes, we're a foreign mining company and we own the entire riches of your country, and oh, by the way, the monetary system has failed, but we have full control over all the assets in your country. Not a chance. Not a chance. It's just silly to talk about. Those who think that the EV market is being destroyed and no more electric cars are being made or no more solar panels are being made, you are thinking about the United States only. The United States is a tiny, tiny market now. The rest of the world has moved on. Interesting that the Wall Street Journal, who's been very anti-solar and anti-electric car, now says how China is churning out EVs faster than everybody else. Once laggards, Chinese car makers are stirring envy and fear in the global auto industry. China is not taking any more shit. They're done. They are done with the deep state cabal of the United States of America, the Janet Yellens of the world. Why do you think Janet Yellen had to run to China and beg the Chinese to stop making electric cars, stop making solar panels? It's not because they don't want the world to be green. They do. It's because they are using up all the silver. It's all about silver now. All right, but really exciting news for all you crypto holders. Theta Fuel is back. It's back in the top 100. There it is, number 100 right now on the top 100 coins. Yes, Theta Fuel has done very well overall, but in comparison to Theta, it's even done well because it was at like 35 to 1 or something. It's down to 20 to 1, I think, now. So it's at 11 cents. In the past month, it's up 38%. Nice job. Tfuel. That's Tfuel. Lots coming down the pike as far as Tfuel. A lot more staking opportunities for those of you who have over 500,000 Tfuel. The booster elite nodes, you're going to need a stronger computer probably, and you have to run your own node, but you can earn much more of a percentage. Right now you're earning about 7 or 8% on your Tfuel staking. That could get bumped up to 20, well 28 if you add the million, but it all comes back down to average maybe 15, 16%. Not exactly sure the percentages. All you tech people, get out there and pull out your, a lot of it depends on, what, if you're going to, you have to run your own node to do this. So to earn more, to earn the same, just make sure that whoever you're staking with, if you're not running your own node, is going to keep staking, which they likely are because it's still, you're still making 7, 8%. But just stay abreast of what's going on because Theta is coming out of its 2-year-long hiatus with some massive moves, massive. And I mean massive. We're talking the Michelle White Dove, $1,000 a token for Theta, easy. She said well over that. I was saying $10,000 per token ultimately, before the monetary system collapses. But yes, everybody will know Theta. One of the main reasons is this: Theta Edge Cloud for mobile is unleashing AI computing on 3.9 billion Android devices. And you might be saying, what is it? That's a crypto. It's got nothing to do with Android devices. What are you talking about, Bix? Theta is a software program. The Theta Edge node, it can be downloaded on any Android device very soon. And with Samsung, who I think they make the most Android devices, it's a software download. Raise your hand in the world if you've ever updated your mobile phone or your computer, your software on your computer. That's what it is. They can literally download an Edge node, and it looks like they're going to be able to run it on a lot of devices. 3.9 billion Android devices on the planet. And the reason this is all working is that Theta is a resource-sharing economy. Always has been. The initial technology behind Theta was to share your broadband. It was a content delivery network. It was a way for like Netflix to have a cheaper way to get the movies to your TV or your laptop or wherever you're watching your movies. And the idea was for other people to share their excess capacity of broadband capacity. Great idea because everybody's got excess capacity. Well, then Theta took it to the next level a couple years ago and said, wait a minute. If we can share people's broadband capacity, why can't we share their storage capacity? With sharding, you can do that. You won't you won't have a complete file on your phone. You'll have little shards, little slices of computer programs saved on your hard drive, and you earn Tfuel for doing that. And then you'd have to have the private key to put all those pieces together. So it's an amazing technology. I know it's over a lot of everybody's head. So many people's it's over their head. Not that guys at Theta, they know what they're doing. They're working with Google to do that exact thing for a decentralized edge cloud. A decentralized edge cloud is what is coming right now, the Theta Edge cloud in 6 days. The first hybrid cloud computing platform powered by Theta Edge network. Google and Theta are working hand in hand in this. And then it moves on to AI. So AI needs massive computing speed. You need these massive computers that are so fast. Edge compute. It's another way to share. So computers can share their excess computing capacity. It's amazing technology that is patented and being implemented by Theta Labs. So a lot of people are asking me, okay, do I do Tfuel or Theta? And it's a tough one. I mean, I think the fact that they're going to give away more Tfuel with this this new bump up in the they call it boosting, what is it called? On June 26th, released DAT Elite Booster. So they're going to be paying out, I think it's, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 30%, depending how you calculate it. If you look at the total, say you put 1 million Tfuel in, you have to have a minimum of 500,000 Tfuel, so it's a lot. But if you put 1 million in, you can get a return on the second million of like 28%, which averages at like 15, 16%. Don't quote me on these percentages, but it's at least double what you're already getting on your Tfuel staking. So a lot of people are going to go out and buy a computer if they have 500,000 or more Tfuel, because it makes sense. If you plan on staking Tfuel and you have to lock it in for 3, 6, or 12 months. So we'll be talking about this more. But look into it. Check. There's a lot of Reddit forums about Tfuel and all that. What does it mean if you're not a staking type of person? You don't want to run your own computer. It means a lot more demand for Tfuel and Theta. And don't forget, at the end of the day, Theta manages the entire Tfuel network. So just like when you got Tfuel from Theta in an airdrop originally, 5-to-1, they can do that again. The validators and guardians are the ones who can say, okay, it's getting a little expensive to do transactions because Tfuel price is going through the roof. We're going to airdrop another 5 billion Tfuel. The validators and the guardians can do that. And they would only do it if it's good for the system, and they'd probably do it over time. So although you'd have your Tfuel would be locked, so you can't swap it back over to Theta. But if you have Theta, you're going to be getting airdrops of massive amounts of Tfuel, and so on and so forth. And then when Amazon and Netflix and Google all want to do their own native coins, Theta is ready to do that with the subchain division of Theta. So yes, Theta will be the #1 token. It will go into the thousands, as Michelle Whitedove told us. My guess was $3,000 to $10,000 per Theta, and it is currently trading at $2.46. I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow, and I'm not saying all cryptos won't go to zero for a brief time as the system collapses, because there'll be no exchanges open. And the guys over at Tether, we've talked about the crypto pedo cabal. They'll be taken out at some point. That'll probably cause momentary destruction in cryptos. Everyone say, "Oh, I told you shouldn't have done it." All these insane people will come out and say, "Oh, you're such an idiot for investing in crypto," and then all of a sudden they'll blink, and crypto prices are blowing past their old highs because we got rid of the scum. Yes, the people involved with Tether are absolute scum of the earth, the worst humans on the planet. They might have been already taken down, truthfully. I think behind the scenes, a lot of them, especially the ones involved with the kids, probably already have been taken down. I haven't seen some of them talking much about cryptos these days, so we don't know, though. The only way you can get through this, the only way you're going to survive the coming chaos, is to have your own assets in your own possession, your silver, your Theta, your Tfuel, staking your Tfuel, stuff like that, in your own possession, because that's all that's going to survive the crash. There will be no Coinbase up and running. There'll be no Gemini or Binance up and running as the system falls apart. Just remember that. Cryptos are for the future. Silver's for the today. So that's where we are on the road to Ruta. Again, I posted a really cool discussion about silver. I love the AI pictures I'm getting out now. I'm going to put another one on this video. But we are at a situation. The COMEX King silver riggers are failing. And this is what failure looks like. Look how much was dumped on the market and just popped right back up. Same thing right here, just popped right back up. This is the end game for these criminals. They belong in jail. They probably won't get to jail. I have no doubt that the COMEX will just shut down. They say, oh, we're going to pause trading because it's too chaotic. And then they just won't open up again. So we won't know the price of silver for a while. And this is the end of this whole system. And Biden is clearly throwing us into war. They gave money to the Ukraine, 100% deep state operation. Yeah. This is the blood of patriots might have to be sacrificed to get our country back. We'll find out very soon. And it's not the left fighting the right. It's the Americans fighting their government and their bankers. Don't quote me on that, or they'll kick me off YouTube. That's all I got for you. We're currently giving away 5 Theta, 50 Tfuel, and 500 T-drop. That will change as the price of Theta continues to climb and T-drop goes crazy. We will stop giving those away. We'll have to adjust them probably to 1 Theta, 10 Tfuel, and 100 T-drop. But right now it's 5, 50, and 500. Go to roadtoruta.com and subscribe to a 1-year subscription, and we will send you that loaded on a paper wallet in the mail, and you get 1 year's access to the behind-the-scenes stuff at roadtoruta.com. You just go to the member area and all kinds of great stuff. Jenny and I haven't done a video in a while. We're going to do a big one next week, so get ready for that one. She's got a lot of good stuff going on. This is Big Swear. I'll talk to you later.